That's my, you know what I mean? Yeah, and the second one is, you've also got a lid, which you can lift off to get direct flame. But how was that sealed? Do you know what I mean? You want it to be, don't you, when you shut off. The quality of the cut on them. Yes.
Right guys, so here we are with Cowley's Exotic Foods, and what these guys are doing is making some amazing jerky, fruit leather. Now I'm a vegetarian, so they do some really good kind of vegan stuff, but then obviously full-blown meat. Now the reason for it is I know a lot of you guys will enjoy this, but you've got Martin here, the proprietor, who's going to be making some beef jerky from scratch using traditional techniques. Martin?
Hi.
How you doing? A pleasure to meet you.
Fine, pleasure to meet you, mate.
Excellent stuff, mate. Could you just explain what we're doing here then?
Right, first of all, you get the beef or the meat you're using.
By the way, very quickly, what is you talk through the process that you're using? It's a traditional method, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the oldest form of food preservation known to man. It's air drying or drying by smoke is one of the oldest things you can do to preserve meat. What you do is you take the fat off first. If it's for long-term storage, you've got to get rid of the fat because that can go rancid. So you want it down to just the leanest meat you can get, so, like so. I mean, don't throw the fat away because, to be honest, fat's nice just chucked on the skillet. Now, get most of it off.
So you're just taking all the fat off, yeah?
Yeah, as much as you can without being too... because this is going to be eaten quite quickly. If it was for long-term storage, then you take it all off. So, put it into big enough slabs. So on the Lewis and Clark expedition, there were 42 men, and when they had food, when they had meat, they ate between 9 and 12 pounds of meat per day per man. But nothing else. They didn't have vegetables, they didn't have roots, anything else, just meat. Now you cut it, sort of this kind of thickness, because it's quicker to dry.
Okay, so now it's all cut up. What are you going to do now, Martin?
Just various spices I personally like. We've got a bit of ginger.
Are you able to reveal the secret recipe?
Yeah, well this one's just, I like this one, it's just cinnamon and ginger. And once it's smoked, it really brings out the flavours. The original Lewis and Clark marinade was salt, pepper and cayenne pepper. But I like to try, because I eat this one myself, I like to try and do something different each time.
What it's all about. What's the meat?
Beef. Right. Now, hold on a second, I'll get my tray to put it all on.
Literally, yay high, they were watching someone skin a dick. How it is.
If it touches, it forms a skin like a seal, so it takes twice as long to dry.
Okay, so you want to make sure they're totally separate, yeah?
Yeah.
Sachet and cellophane wrap, you know.
On a side note, if someone were to replicate this at home, what would they use?
See, I'm a
If you have an electric fan oven, well, generally a dehydrator.
Gotcha.
But if you've got an electric fan oven, you've got a dehydrator there.
Okay, Martin, so that's all laid out now on the thing. So what are you going to be doing now?
This is going to go in the smoker now. Okay, just go this way. But I'm also going to be putting cheese in a minute as well. So before I get the smoker, so I'll get that out, and you can see that going in as well. I'll be 1 second. Let's get the cheese. I'm doing some cheese for somebody.
Okay, so now that that's in there, what are you going to be doing now, Martin?
Scoop up a handful of charcoal from the fire. Put that in there.
Well, unfortunately, it seems very more. I mean, all the people to make some the sort of
Right, this goes under the smoker.
I've got mates who usually use the sort of
Martin,
Yeah.
photograph thing this weekend.
No.
making this one.
Right, now it's time for the sawdust.
So we do know you're applying sawdust. Is there a particular type of sawdust?
I use beech, ash and oak.
Okay.
You can use almost any wood, anything except softwood. You can't use pine or anything resinous because it basically, if you don't look underneath.
Ah, nice.
Does it have to be wet or do you just put it on dry?
Oh, I put it on dry. Some people put it on wet, but I don't really see the need, to be honest. If you've got loads of it, because wet makes it just go down a bit slower, that's all.
So Martin, now that's all on there, so what are you going to do? You're going to leave this now for...
I'll check it every sort of half hour, 45 minutes. Put more sawdust on it. When I go to bed about midnight, I'll let it go out. Relight it in the morning, and yeah. But this is the demo area here. We've got the muskets. This is the Charleville. This is what you use for hunting. If I do you want to see how to light a fire with it?
You can light a fire with this, go on.
Yeah,
I've got, okay.
Okay, do you want to see how a fire's lit with a musket? Yeah, I'll show you. Flint and steel, you can all use a flint and steel. What's easier is to cock your musket, get some charred linen. Now this is called charred linen because it's linen and it's charred.
Is that the scientific name for it?
Yeah. And what you do, I've got charred linen there. This is treated hemp fibre.
This is before or after you smoked it?
Oh right. So you do, wrap it all up. You then put it in the dog leg with the frizzen pan. Close it. Ready? Yep, needs to be up. You're going to get sparks of land on it long enough for me to blow it into life.
Or would you believe it? Martin, you realise you're like the man's man now.
Oh, I like being a man's man. So if you're marching on campaign, that's how you can light a fire quickly. Or as I say, you can simply use the flint and steel. So a lot of modern flints, they're all right, but you might as well use they are so good with magnesium. It takes the fun out of it.
Because he went to jail, the guy got out quickly.
Yeah. And then you have straw and bits of grass and stuff to put onto it.
Excellent. So quick, to finish this off then, if someone wants to recreate this stuff at home in terms of smoking and jerky, any couple of tips that you give them?
To be honest, if you're going to do it at home, I mean I made this myself out of wooden canvas, but you can use a simple, an old cupboard even, you can use a filing cabinet.
Right.
As long as you've got the heat source away, I mean under here it's okay because it's a draft, and I've got a small heat source, but if you've got a big heat source, you need it further away if you're doing coal smoking.
Gotcha. If people want to find out more about what you're doing, what's your website?
It's cowleysfinefood.com or on Facebook, Cowley's Fine Foods, and you can see how we make the jerky, how we make the fruit leather, and where we're going to be next.
Excellent. I'm going to put the link below this video, guys, and thanks for watching. Hopefully you picked up some good tips.
Several shows throughout the year, and if you come around and you've got some...
That's my, you know what I mean?
No, all the straight pieces.
Yeah, and the second one is, you've also got a lid, which you can lift off to get direct flame. But I was that sealed. Do you know what I mean? You want it to be, don't you, when you shut that fire up, you want it well. And you don't want it leaking.